Please stay tuned after this Trailside program for an exciting free gift offer and valuable information on the Trailside Nature Club.
Vermont in the fall is one of New England's primary destinations for enjoying the season's foliage in all its brilliance. But it's also a major destination for bike touring in almost any season. The state's intricate web of country roads allows you to follow the mainstream, or as poet Robert Frost suggested, the road less traveled by. Hi, I'm Peter Whitaker, biking through the Green Mountains of Vermont, where if the uphills don't take your breath away, the scenery surely will. Join us as we make our own adventure on Trailside.
Trailside is brought to you in part by Chevy Tahoe. Next time you're having fun outdoors, make sure Mother Nature has a good day too.
During the American Revolution, a group of renegades from Vermont called the Green Mountain Boys captured Fort Ticonderoga on the shores of Lake Champlain. As one of our first victories of the war, it gave the British an inkling that the Americans' fight for independence was not to be taken lightly. Then as now, Vermonters were known as being unconventional, which might explain why bike touring is so popular here. It gives you a great sense of independence and a chance to truly savor the surroundings. Over the next few days, we'll be exploring the rolling hills of the Mad River Valley, stopping off in Stowe for a unique perspective on the state, and possibly heading all the way to the islands of Lake Champlain. But that's the beauty of bike touring. You can keep a loose itinerary. For now, I'm off to the train station to pick up a friend. Joining me will be Peter Sikowitz, editor-in-chief for Men's Fitness magazine and a former bicycle racer. Peter has written numerous articles for a variety of publications on cycling, including Sports Illustrated and the New York Times. He's also an experienced long-distance tourer. Just a little more.
Hey, Pete, how you doing?
Good, how are you, Peter?
Good to see you.
How was the train ride?
Train ride was great. Came up on the Amtrak Vermonter and just threw the bike right on. Didn't even have to box it up. It was terrific.
It looks like it's in good shape.
Yeah, it's in good shape. Made up quite all right.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Peter, tell me about this bike. It looks like there's a piece missing.
Well, actually, Peter, it's very similar to my bike, or a standard touring bike, but rather than tell you about it, let me show you a couple of things. First off, we have a triple chain ring with a granny gear, meaning a very low gear that'll enable us to get up hills quite easily. Also, we have some STI levers, and you shift up on the bars, and your hands never have to leave your handlebars. So you might remember maybe when you were a kid, you had your levers down here on the down tube, but you don't have to leave the handlebars these days.
Good.
Also, it's index shifting, so the gears go right where you want them to go, which is
That's
terrific.
nice.
Okay, some of the differences. This is the front suspension. This comes to us from mountain biking, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration here. Now, you won't be doing that on the road, at least I hope not.
Right.
But it's going to cause a lot less fatigue in your arms, which over the long haul is great. Also, you have a part of a suspension here. It's for your seat, and you can see if I bounce on it. Again,
do that again. That's great.
Let's see it again.
Yeah. Save those road bumps.
Well, it's not going to be quite that extreme. One of the nice things is when you're out on the road, it's going to absorb a lot of shock, and you're not going to get fatigued.
All right, nice dissertation. So basically what we've got, 2 wheels, a seat, and handlebars.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Well, the long version. Hey, how come you're pedaling so fast?
Well, I'm pedaling around 90 revolutions per minute. And
Wait a minute. RPMs on a bicycle. Explain that to me.
Well, when you're first getting out there and learn how to do it, you go to a parking lot, and then for 60 seconds try to get your cadence up to 90 RPMs. That way your body will be most efficient. You also prevent knee injuries, which are very common for novice cyclists. They're pushing too big a gear.
Uh-huh. So whether I'm going 6 miles an hour uphill or whizzing down at 45, look for 80 to 90 a minute, huh?
That's right. You keep your cadence the same, let your gears do the work.
Whoa! That guy was flying. I tell you, Peter, that's part of the reason I don't road bike. Those cars whizzing by freak me out.
Well, with good reason. They're moving pretty fast, and they're a lot bigger than we are. They can do a lot of damage. Gotta watch them. We have to be assertive, but shouldn't be aggressive.
What are the rules out here? I mean, take a look at this road right now. There's no shoulder at all. Where should we be?
Well, right where you are is fine. You want to be about 6 inches to a foot off of that line so the cars know you're there. When there's a shoulder, we'll ride on that.
What about sometimes you see cyclists that are stacked up shoulder to shoulder? What are the rules there?
Well, if it's a road like this, I wouldn't do it, but on a road where it's a little quieter, we can do it, not a problem. Just have to watch out for cars and each other.
Seems like we've been going uphill forever.
Yeah. If you want a tip, just look a little bit past us. Try not to look at the top of the hill. It can be a real turnoff.
Like mountaineering, stay focused. You look up ahead, gets a
Same.
little depressing.
Yeah, I guess it's the same thing.
What gear are you in?
I'm as low as I can go. Pete, one thing you might want to do is move your hand up to the top of the handlebars. Keep it real stiff back. You can pull the bike towards you a little bit. You can feel it's a very efficient energy platform.
Hey, kind of lock off.
That's right. Another thing you might want to try is every once in a while on a long hill like this, put your hands on the side of the brake hoods and get out of the saddle. That's it. You can go to higher gear.
Oh, just rock it?
That's right, rock it back and forth like I'm doing.
I used to do that on my old Stingray years ago.
It's good for stretching out your legs, makes you less fatigued.
Finally, top of this thing.
At least there's a good long downhill just up ahead on the other side.
Guess that's one good thing about hills, huh? You go up, you eventually come down.
You got that right, let's go.
How's your heart rate?
It's up there, how about you?
Definitely up.
Hey Pete, man, you got your knees way out toward the side. Look like a mountaineer. Move them in, be a little more aerodynamic when we go down the hill.
Okay.
Also, you want to keep your hands in the drop maybe. You'll be able to get a little bit better speed going down.
Down here.
Right.
Well, I'm not interested in speed. This thing's steep. How about dumping speed?
Okay, what you want to do when you want to get on your brakes, you hit both your brakes at once. If you just do your front brakes, it's a big mistake because you'll go butt over head.
Okay. Hey, what happens if you need to do like the quick stop?
Well, try it. Let's see. You want to get both your brakes at the same time, get your rear toward the end of the seat, and just put them on. Let's try it now. That's it. Very nice.
All right. It works.
Better than me. Hey, Pete, slow down. We've got a bridge up here.
Oh!
Slow down. We got a bridge. We got some water.
It's like an underwater bridge.
You want to be careful here when you come off because your brakes are going to be real wet.
Okay.
And you just want to go slow and just check them out a little bit.
because you're not going to have a lot of grip.
Classic store, huh?
Yep.
Unbelievable. I'm sorry, man. Here you go.
You can have that one.
Sorry. Poor guy. Nice. Well, what have you got there, Peter?
Not donuts, but we do have some energy bars, and we've got some bananas, apples that are great for the long haul, a lot of carbohydrates, good for energy. You don't want to eat anything you're too unfamiliar with. You don't want to find out on a trip that this isn't what you want to do.
We're burning through the calories, aren't we?
We're burning a lot.
Not going to be able to replace all this, so can't we pretty much eat anything?
Well, actually, we could empty the refrigerator, would burn up a lot of calories. Eat anything you want within reason.
What do you think? Half?
Sure. Not bad.
In 1989, I was a distance runner with Central Park Track Club in New York, and I blew out my shins. I couldn't run anymore. And I went on a cycling trip to Japan, and hadn't done it in years, and just had a great time. And sights and the smells of a country you see it best on the bike. I've just been cycling ever since.
It's a great way to travel and sightsee. Look at the sky.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Can't beat it.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah. Check it out.
Whew. We're covering the miles.
We're getting there.
Hey, you're not afraid of heights, are you?
Heights? No.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just curious. Nice little surprise planned. Seems like you could use a lift.
Come on, Pete, let's go.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw on another layer. Don't let them take off without me. Whoa,
Come
whoa,
on,
whoa,
Pete.
wait.
We're gone.
All right, thanks for waiting. You Now we're gaining altitude.
We're headed up.
This is great.
Up and away.
So what do you think? Was this a good surprise?
Yeah, it was a surprise.
I figured you could take a break. You needed a break from sitting on the saddle.
Yeah, this is terrific. First time up in a balloon for me.
Check out the mist, Pete. The way it settles in the mountains over
Yeah.
there in the valley.
Kind of nice to get above it instead of riding through it, huh?
Yeah.
How's this thing work, Stu?
Well, we got propane going to heaters, and if you want to ride, you just give it a little squirt, and if you want to come down, we let it cool off. If you want it to up here a little quicker, just use this vent line right here. That dumps it off pretty fast, and you'll accelerate downward. Once we're on the ground and we want to collapse the balloon, then we pull on this red cord right here, which actually literally pulls the top right out of the balloon, so all the air spills out real fast and the balloon falls to the ground. So you don't want to grab a hold of this while you're in flight. That's why it's nice and bright red, so nobody grabs it.
That's the thing you were trying to hang off.
Peter, if you look down way behind that fog bank sitting low in the valley, Randolph's right behind that. That's where we started.
Right.
Then came through Warren, and now we're in Stowe. And if you look out, actually up over here, you can see some of the runs cut into the side of the mountain.
Yep, sure.
And not any snow there right now, but boy, give it a few weeks. Tomorrow, we're gonna head into Smuggler's Notch, which is the lowest point up there on the ridge.
Right, right.
And then a big downhill off the other side and into Lake Champlain. We're gonna get her down here, all right, Sue? Yeah, we'll get her. Bump?
Little bump there?
Little bump.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't bad. No, not at all.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Beauty.
Nice.
That was a 3-point.
You get your learner's permit.
Hey,
Yeah.
great ride.
Finally got my license back.
Way to
All right,
go.
guys.
Way to go.
Pleasure.
That was wonderful.
Peter, thank you.
These leaves here can be slick. Just riding my brakes.
Pete, check out the colors of these leaves. They are incredible.
Well, we've hit it at just the right time of the season. So you know why they're changing colors, don't you, Peter?
Not exactly.
Basically, the tree's heading into a dormant part of the year. These fall days are shorter and colder, and they also have less light. And the leaves, they've got a few different pigmentations within them. Throughout the summer, chlorophyll keeps them green. That's why they retain their green color for most of the year. But now, that chlorophyll is basically fading quicker, and some of the other pigmentations hang on a little bit longer. And that's what gives you the orange and reds and the bright yellows. Eventually, they'll fade as well, and they'll turn brown, drop off the trees, and that's what we end up raking in our yards.
Hey, thanks, Mr. Science.
Sure pretty right now, though, aren't they?
They're incredible.
Peter, a lot of my clients ask me how to train for mountain climbing. I'll tell them jump on a bike and work it a little bit. It's good for the quads. You agree with that?
Oh yeah, it's great for the quads, especially if you use clipless pedals. It'll work your quads all the way around.
How about for a bike tour like this? What's the best way to train?
Well, you can do some weight training because you can never be strong enough. That's good for general fitness. Cross training is okay. Depends sort of on your level of fitness and what you want to accomplish. In general, the best thing though is just to get out and just cycle. Spend a lot of time on the bike, approximate how far you're going to go and the intensity, and you'll be fine.
Looks good, huh?
Yeah.
There's no better place to be in autumn than New England, and one of the best ways to experience its sights, smells, and sounds is on a bike. We've covered quite a few miles over the last couple days, made a couple wrong turns, and at the time thought we were lost. But here in Vermont, especially in the fall, a wrong turn can end up being a shortcut to the road less traveled. Peter and I are going to continue on over to the island, but we'll see you on the next Trailside.
Available now, the complete series of Trailside illustrated guides, hiking and backpacking, bicycling, kayaking, cross-country skiing, and fly fishing. To purchase, call 1-800-TRAILSIDE, 1-800-872-4574. The home video of this program, as well as other programs in the Trailside series, is available for $19.98 plus shipping and handling by calling 1-800-TRAILSIDE, 1-800-872-4574. Trailside is brought to you in part by Chevy Tahoe. Next time you're having fun outdoors, make sure Mother Nature has a good day too.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Come on, Pete. Come on, man.
Go,
Come on, we're taking off. You better hurry up.
Hey, hold on.
Whoa, all right, come on, hop in. There he goes.
Oh, you should have given one out.
Oh, well. All right, hang on.
We're leaving without you. You better hurry up. So long, man. Sorry.
Hold on.
We'll see you back at the studio.
Don't leave me.
Chevy Blazer, the only sport utility vehicle with a driver control system. It's nice to know it's there.
Trailside, the longest-running outdoor how-to television series, invites you to join the new Trailside Nature Club. Call the number on your screen and join today, and you'll receive a free Trailside guide or an award-winning video. Call now and receive a full-year subscription to the outdoor magazine of your choice. Up to 50% savings at over 1,400 hotels, airline discount coupons, discounts on gear and gear repair, and much, much more. The Trailside Nature Club. Become a member today.